Hello, my darlings. I hope you're having a beautiful, magical, wonderful, divine day wherever you are in the world today. If you are new here, hi, hello. My name is Emily, the Lupine Witch of Dark Ether Transcendence. If you've been following me for some time, welcome back. As you can see, I am sitting outside here on my porch in nature, getting some sun codes. It's so nice where I am today, guys. Oh, so nice. It's not super hot and it's not like super chilly either. So I just felt very called that I wanted to sit outside, get some sun codes, and do some channeling for my twin flame darlings out there. I just got a huge download for my twin flames concerning union, the union process, okay? So I'm just going to jump right into that message for you. Now, for those of you on the journey, you know that you meet your twin, you get activated on this sacred union journey. You get a glimpse into what I like to call heaven on earth. And this glimpse is basically what it is kind of going to look like, feel like when you come into true union with yourself and ultimately with your counterpart, right? And then after that happens, you go into a separation period. This separation period is needed. It is absolutely needed. Now, yes, it is painful, and yes, it is difficult, and yes, it's very confusing, especially when you are new to the journey, right? You don't fully, your logical mind doesn't fully grasp what's happening. And if you're paying attention to soulmate information or anything in the media, you know, they're going to try to convince you, you know, this is a bad relationship and they're a narcissist and they're this and they're that, right? You have to really tune that out, right? Because none of that pertains or can be applied to the twin flame journey. None of it, throw it out the window, okay? So anyway, you go into the separation phase and then you will have moments on your journey, okay, where it will feel like, it may even kind of look like you and your counterpart are getting ready to kind of come back together. And you may, right? Like maybe you start dating again, you start talking again, whatever it is, right? And then things seem to kind of fall apart on you. If you are going through this at this time, I want you to know, outside sounds, but confirmation, okay? Confirmation with that, the car starting up, okay? I want you to know if you're in that phase of like, we came back together, but then things fell apart, but then we come back together and things fall apart. That is normal. Totally normal. I did that with mine for 10 years. 10 years, y'all. Can you imagine? Probably not. It was a very intense, interesting experience, okay? So for the last 10 years, I have been doing this song and dance of, oh, he's getting ready to be here, and then something happens. Oh, he's getting ready to be here, and something happens, right? I want you to know that is normal. It does not mean that you're failing in your union work. It does not mean that you are behind working on yourself or they're behind working on themselves or whatever it is. No. Okay? No. That's normal. When you are going through this close but no cigar, that's what I like to call it, close but no cigar phase, it is showing you where you are still not ready to receive yourself fully, because your twin flame is you. Right? All the triggering, all the stuff that comes up, it is you communicating with you all the time. So when you have these close but no cigar phases, it is you communicating to you that you are not yet, of course, ear is ringing here. We got spirits here with us. Thank you, spirits, for being here, confirming that for us. It is you communicating to you that you are not yet fully ready to receive the victoriousness of yourself, the glory of yourself in all that you are. Which, of course, does still point to, oh, you know, maybe you still have some clearing to do. Maybe you still have some shadow work to do. Maybe you still have some lessons and experiences you need to go through and learn. That is okay. It is normal. Do not let yourself get down on this journey because, oh, you know, we come together, we fall apart, or they said they were going to be here and then something happens and da-da-da. It is normal. You're not failing on your journey. It is a natural part of the process. And once again, the whole point of meeting your twin flame, being activated on this journey, is coming home to yourself. You got to come into inner union. That is the whole point of the twin flame journey, is inner union. The external is a reflection of the internal, always. As within, so without. Okay? So you have these phases, close but no cigar phases, right? You go through them a couple times sometimes. I did that with mine once again. Many times. I can't even count how many times. Okay? So you have the close but no cigar phase, and then you kind of go back into a separation, right? Once again, you're still learning. You're still growing. You're still coming into your trueness, your wholeness, embodying who you really are. And that takes time. It is a process. But what's going to happen right before you come into physical union, you're going to have a moment where everything in your life looks like it's falling apart. Okay? And you're going to kind of freak out a little bit. Your ego self is going to freak out just a little bit. Okay? And any remaining old, out of aligned energy is going to freak out a little bit. And it's really going to be noticeable. And you're going to be wondering, am I failing? Am I being punished by the universe? Did I do something wrong? Everything was going great, and now like everything is stagnant. Everything's on pause. What is happening here? Okay? And in this phase, in this pause, once again, those who are close, you're literally at the tail end. You're getting ready to come into physical union with your counterpart, okay? And with yourself. You're getting ready to fully come into inner union with yourself. You're going to, it may feel like you're battling with yourself. One version of you is, oh no, I gotta hustle more, gotta do this, gotta be in fear, gotta be in doubt, gotta be in lack, oh no. But the other part of you, okay, the one that you have been steadily working towards becoming, the highest version of yourself, your God self, your conscious creator self, all right, is going to be like, no, man, boo, you chill. Universe got us. It's okay. There's no need for fear. Everything happens for you. This is happening for you. You gotta choose. Okay, you know you create your reality, boo. You know you do, so why you stressing? But your old self, your ego self, oh no. Like, but I've had this kind of happen before, and things didn't go good, and oh no. And your higher self, once again, your God self, hey, no, it ain't like that. This is a completely different energy, different timeline, different everything. You know. Let go, surrender. Trust. You're going to have a teeter-totter. You're going to have a back and forth here. Okay? That's normal. And this is where you get to choose. Okay? For those of you, if your soul is really ready and you're at that point, that pre-agreed upon point that your soul made before it came back here, right, and have all these experiences, if you're at that point, you'll have the teeter-totter thing going on. But then one day you're just going to wake up and be like, nope, I'm done with the old. I've learned my lessons. I've been through that. I know I am the conscious creator. I am co-creating with the divine. Everything that happens in my life, in my reality, is happening for me to grow. I'm going to let it all go. I'm not going to feed the fear anymore. I'm not going to feed the lack programs anymore. I'm not going to feed the doubt anymore. I'm letting it go. I surrender. And in that moment, you have closed the door on the old. And you have stepped into that union timeline, that complete trust, that complete surrender, that complete faith, that complete unconditional love within yourself, for yourself. It is the complete focus on yourself. Okay, and what's going to happen if you are not, like if you and your twin flame, maybe you're in different cities, different states, whatever, okay? What's going to happen with that is you find that complete surrender within you. You're no longer worried about when they're going to be there, when they're going to show up, how it's going to happen. You just know it's going to be. Because you got you, universe got you, right? You don't need them there because they are you and you are them, and you know it's just going to happen because that's what your souls are meant to do. That's what the divine has willed into being. You surrender. Okay? Now, for those of you that are not at that point where you're gonna come into physical union, that's okay too. Maybe you do go backwards, and it's not you going backwards. You still have lessons that you have to learn. You still have things that you need to experience to bring you into union with yourself. Don't beat yourself up about that, okay? As I said, if you're going through the close but no cigar phase, it's normal, okay? It is your soul communicating to you, hey, I'm still a little scared of myself. I gotta take some time here, okay? I gotta keep learning. That's all right. But literally what's going to happen right before you come into true union within yourself, and ultimately in divine time will be reflected outwardly in your relationship with your counterpart. You're going to have that moment. Everything is falling apart. And it is falling apart from one perspective. It is your old way of being. The old programs, all of that is falling away. Let it fall away. Embrace that fear, embrace that worry, observe it, and make the conscious decision. If you realize now that like, that doesn't serve me, that's not even me. That fear, I feel it, but I'm not attached to it. That worry, I feel it, but I'm not attached to it, right? Those old thoughts of when things happened before, I know that's not the now, right? Because I know what I think, say, do is what I manifest. So when bad things happened in the past, it was just me creating those things. I was co-creating with the divine, and the divine was giving me the experiences that I was co-creating with it, but I didn't know that at the time. I was unconscious. And so I forgive myself for that. And I love myself for that because it helped me to learn to become conscious of my creation and to co-create with the divine. You close the door on the old. Let everything crumble away that is not you and just surrender, which is another reason I'm sitting outside today in nature and just like soaking in these sun codes, because I'm at a point, I'm in complete surrender. Guys, I have spent the last decade working on myself, coming into union with myself, and for the very like kind of first beginning of me going into physical separation with my twin flame, I was very hyper focused on him, which of course was me running away from myself, right? If you're hyper focused on your counterpart, you are running away from yourself. And I did that for a very long time, and was trying to, I got to control, I got to do this, I got to do that, because I didn't know how to trust myself. I didn't know how to trust in the divine. I didn't know how to co-create. I was so scared of everything. And then today I woke up. Oh, we got a little fuzzy right up here. I don't know if it's like showing up here, a little fuzzy friend here. Confirmation, little angel probably, or a little fairy, right? I get fairies out here in my yard all the time, man. I got a little fairy door out here. They like to show up. Thank you, spirits, for just being here with us today. But I woke up today, man, and I got that download of like, I've had all the lessons I need, man. Like, things have been going on this May. May has been a little difficult, I'm not gonna lie, okay? Things have been very interesting. And I was on that teeter-totter. Really, I was on that teeter-totter. I was like, oh my gosh, like, what if, oh my gosh, what if this repeats, what if this happens, what if it, and today I was just like, no, universe got me because I got me, and everything is working out the exact way that it is meant to, and I have spent so long not being in full trust, and not being in full faith, and not being in full surrender, and today just, I felt the click. I felt the complete shift, and I know all the stuff that has crumbled away this May, there are big things coming. I can feel the energy because it's within me, because it all starts from within me. It's the embodiment of my full self within me. I am so loved. I am so protected. I am so taken care of. I am so nurtured. I am so cared for. I am so supported. I am so abundant. I am so thriving. I am so grateful for everything, every experience I've ever had. Okay. And so I just wanted to hop on here and I wanted to share this with you guys, because once again, I know the twin flame journey, it's a lot. Only the bravest of the brave choose to reincarnate and meet their twin flame. That's just the facts of the facts. And that's not because, twin flames think they're better than people and blah, blah. There's no ego there, man. There's no ego there at all, right? Ain't got nothing to do with that. It's just that our souls, okay, if you are activated at this time, you are a twin flame and you have been activated on this journey, our souls have had so many experiences that when, we were getting ready to come back to earth, we were getting ready to choose this life, we were like, oh, I'm ready. I'm ready. We're going to come into new earth. I'm going to be one of those people. I'm going to help lead the way in new earth, and I'm going to find my twin, and I'm really going to know myself. I'm going to come home to myself. And that's the whole point, as I said, is coming home to yourself. You chose to come home to yourself, right? You are experiencing yourself through your experience and by also being in contact with your counterpart. That is a beautiful thing. That is a beautiful thing. The divine feminine and the divine masculine, goddess and God, coming together into holy union. It's a beautiful thing. And that's why it takes so long. And that's why it can be so difficult sometimes. It's because it's you meeting you working on you, which is the toughest thing you can ever do, because you got to get real with yourself, man. You really do on this journey. You got to get real with yourself, right? In order to be able to step up to the plate, to come home to yourself. It's just about you being real with you. So, Got our little bird friend here confirming that for us. Thank you, little bird friend. I hope you guys can hear the little bird that was just chirping. Yeah? Our little bird friend confirming that. Thank you, little bird friend. They are wise beings, man. I've had a lot of bird confirmation going on for me, like understanding the birds. Some of you may think that's nuts, but if you get it, you get it. Like all animals have their own language. They all communicate. They all are like sacred beings. And like I've had a lot of bird messages coming through. I get a ton of like blue jays and stuff in my yard and robins and all that. It's so cool. The blue jays like to come up here on my porch and all of that. It's really neat. So anyway, it's just interesting. Got a little bird friend out here in one of my trees that's singing to us and giving us some beautiful wisdom. Thank you, bird friend. Thank you, bird friend. It's probably about twin flames. I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe that little bird's calling the little bird twin flame in, right? So anyway, I hope that this message resonates with you. I hope it helps you in some way. And for those of you that if you're still in the close but no cigar phase, just breathe. Okay, breathe. You will get there. This is not a race. It's an adventure back home to yourself. Okay? It's all an adventure. None of this is a race. None of this is a competition. None of this, like, no, it's not. Okay? And I really do want all of you who are in that phase, okay, you're in separation, you're going through pain, close but no cigar, wherever you're at, okay, if you're wondering, is union going to happen for me? Yes. As long as you continue to work on yourself and you continue to just be loving and honest and open with yourself, union is your birthright. Okay, union is your birthright. And as I said, it's all about you coming into union with yourself. Coming back home within. Has nothing to do with your counterpart, really. Like being in physical union. You're like, yeah, that's nice. And ultimately, I do believe all twins are supposed to be together. I really do. That's just how I see it. Not all of them will, okay? And that's free will in a sense, but I do fully believe all twins are supposed to be together. Some will run from that for a very long time. But as long as you trust in the journey, you trust in yourself, you trust in the divine, and you stay the course, man. It's your journey. Stay the course. It's not going to look like anyone else's. Right? As I told you, I have been in physical separation from my twin flame for 10 years, but we have been together for 17. Okay? We have been working towards this consciously for 10 years when I went through my dark night of the soul a decade ago and figured out, oh, he's my twin flame and da-da-da. But we've been together for 17 years. Just those first 7 years, I didn't know what was going on. I was in high school, man. I was still a baby. I didn't know any of this, okay? I had no idea. I was activated very young, okay? I was a high schooler when me and him were both activated on our journey. It's taken a lot of time, almost 20 years, for us to get to this point. But I'm so grateful now, and I'm grateful for the extreme physical distance we have had, because had I not chosen to leave the situation I was in, get away from the bad environment I was at, and to listen to the guidance of my divine masculine telling me, you need to leave, go work on yourself, you need to heal, you really need to heal, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be doing what I love. I wouldn't be doing what I'm supposed to be doing. This is what I'm supposed to be doing. I love what I do. I love it. Everything about it, man. I wouldn't be here. And so yes, those 10 years, the first, I'm going to say 9.5 probably years that we were in separation, things were really hard. And it's really only been in like the last half year or so, maybe a year, that I've really just surrendered to the process, and everything shifted so quickly for me. And I see now that my journey was all once again about coming home to myself. I'm grateful I've been in physical separation from him to do this work. I needed it. He needed it because he has been working on himself too, right? We needed to grow into ourselves before we could come together to embody fully the goddess and God together in sacred union. You got to know yourself first. You got to come home to yourself first before you can have that sacred union, because trying to rush that, it's just going to fall apart every time, because the energy is so intense. And that's why the separation is there, is to clear all of that lower density crap that is not you, that's stored in your vessel, in your consciousness, right? You clear all that out, and then when you come back together, the magic really starts. right? I have no idea what that's going to look like. I'm so excited to find out what that's going to be like once he is physically here. Very, very, very shortly, guys, like in the process. Things are moving very quickly now. I'm so excited to have him here, to be with him, to experience this reality as a whole being as myself, and to experience with it this reality with him as his whole being as himself, and us coming together, the same soul in two different bodies coming together for the first time from a healed place, an aligned place, an embodied place of the God self within, God, goddess self within. So I know it's a little rambly, I know it's a little long, but I do hope that it helps you. I do hope that it brings some kind of reassurance that if you're on this journey and things look hard right now, it's okay. It's natural. It's normal. It's a part of this whole adventure. Embrace it. Fully, truly embrace it. So, with that said, I hope this helps you. And if you are twin flame and you feel called, that you need some guidance on your journey, whatever is going on, hop on over to my website, shoot me an email. I would love to work with you in your union adventure. Truly, I would. I've helped so many people all around the world come into union, and watching that happen, watching them grow as an individual, watching them come into union with their counterpart. It's so beautiful. It's so rewarding. It really is rewarding for me to see. So whatever you're going through on your twin flame journey, if you are feeling called, you would like to have some guidance on this journey from someone who's been there, done that, okay, I got you covered. I'm here for you because I do want to see you thrive and come home to yourself. I want to see you come into physical union with your counterpart, and to experience the joy and the complete abundance and everything that just comes with all of this, the sacredness, the holiness, the purity of this, right? So, as I said, if you'd like to book a reading with me, hop on over to my website, shoot me an email. I'm here for you. And just know that I love you all. You guys are all beautifully divine. 2222, as I said that. Thank you, angels, for being here. You guys are all beautifully divine. You're all wonderful, magical beings. And just embrace your personal journey. You got this, okay? You got this. I know that you do. I know it can be hard, but pain is how you grow, right? It's like growing pains when you were growing up and you were little. It's not going to kill you. You're going to go through a lot of transformation, a lot of change, but it's the best kind of transformation, the best kind of change that brings all the magic in the world out to you. So, I love you guys. Take care of yourselves. I'll talk to you all later.